Hello everyone, welcome to my first day here on Impact Wrestling's official YouTube channel. I'm Josh Matthews. It is my pleasure this week to be joined by one of the members of the Dollhouse. This is Marty. I don't say it correctly. I have a thing where I say Dollhouse. I can't change it. I try all the time. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. So now a member of this faction, but it didn't really start for you with the Dollhouse. You were a part of our one night onlys, the Knockouts, Knockdown. How did that all come about?
It's funny because I think there's a lot that goes behind the scenes that people don't realize what it takes to even get to that point. I got contacted by Christy months before they wanted me to do a tryout in St. Louis, but it was during a pay-per-view and it was literally like, we need you this week. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I have to get, a license, I have to do so much stuff. So she's like, okay, we're gonna give you an extra week and you're gonna go down to OVW and have a tryout there. Big is gonna be there, and they brought 3 of us in and we had a tryout match, and then after that it was kind of like, okay, yeah, we're interested in you, there's a couple things we need you to work on, blah, blah, blah. And then I got a call like 2 weeks later, you're gonna have a tryout in Cincinnati. So I had another dark match in Cincinnati, and then it was kind of like, okay, yeah, there's still stuff you need to work on, we'll get a hold of you. And then like a couple months later, they're like, hey, we want you for one night only. Are you available this date? Yeah, of course I am, what's going on? We want you for one night only, and that was the first time I ever came actually into the Impact Zone.
And the one night only was the one where, if memory serves, you tricked Spud?
Yes.
Okay, so quickly, she said some things that maybe you guys aren't super familiar with. OVW at the time was our talent development system, so we would send people there to train and get an opportunity to see if they were going to eventually make it to the Impact roster. She mentioned Big, that would be John Gaborik. He is our head of talent relations, and so now you're at Knockouts, Knockdown, you're here, you get in the ring. What were you feeling?
It was really nerve-wracking because it's a great opportunity. If you're not nervous, you don't care. So of course I'm like super nervous. The funny thing is, like when I came in, I'm like, okay, well I wonder who I'm going to be working with, and I see all the girls are pairing off, and I'm like, there's only one person left, and that's ODB. So I'm like keeping my fingers crossed, I'm like, yes, finally it's ODB. And then I find out I'm also working with Spud and EC3, and I'm like, okay, this is going to be fun. One, it feels like, it gives you more to work with, it gives you more ideas, like, okay, I can really show people who I am, I can play off this person, I can play off this person, and it was just so fun. Spud's such a great sport, and...
Well, the thing about it is, it's one thing to be a great wrestler, but there's a lot of great wrestlers out there. To really capture the attention of the viewing audience by showing your personality, and you were able to do that with Spud and with EC3, and he fell in love with you, and you pretended to be in love with Spud, and then at the end of the day, you turned on the little guy, and I think you definitely left an impact, no pun intended, on everyone watching.
Yeah. It's something that I've dealt with from kind of like the beginning of when I first started wrestling. You can teach somebody moves. You can show somebody, okay, this is how you wrestle, but you can't show somebody how to have a personality. And I think, not trying to sound like big on myself, but I feel like it's something that I've always had is I have a big personality, I'm loud, I know who I am, so that definitely helps in getting who I want to get across in the ring. It's very much who I am. At the end of the day, that's me you're looking at, it's just me turned up to 11, so that's something that I think Spud also has, where Spud is such a character that there's always going to be something that you can get from him and be like there's stuff that we didn't even talk about. Him going in for that kiss and me blocking him, he went for a kiss and I'm like, nope, not gonna kiss you. We'll wait till our second date kind of thing. So it's just, you're working with somebody that really gives you stuff to play with.
Yeah, I was certainly entertaining, and the Dollhouse certainly make their presence felt every Wednesday on Destination America. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you very much. We'll see you next week right here on My First Day.